Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a GMC Sierra Elevation with the Duramax. This is an affordable GMC with the diesel. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the National GMC here in American Fork, Utah for giving me some time with this truck. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. If you have any questions, just ask for David. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a 3-liter inline-6 diesel that I call the baby Duramax that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 23 around town and then 27 on the highway with power outputs being 305 horsepower and then 495 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can see the boxy design and how it's kind of raised there on either side. And by the way, this is finished in Thunderstorm Gray, which is a really cool color. Down below, we've got the C-shaped LED daytime running light, and then you guys can see with the headlight. Notice the grille's been blacked out as part of this Elevation package. Same thing with the GMC badge. Got fog lights and tow hooks there at the bottom too. And putting it all together, the contrast between the blacked out elements and this gray look really sharp. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 275, 60, 20 in the front and over in the rear. And you guys can see here with the wheels completely blacked out. And then we actually have all-terrain tires on this. So it's got a little bit of off-road capability going on. Look at the fender flares right there. And then we've got the Duramax badge on the side, Elevation down below. Sorry about my shadow, but anyways, we've got the fixed side steps. Ah, this is why it has the all-terrain tires, X31 package, which is kind of like the Z71 on a Silverado. And then here's your full side view on this GMC Sierra Elevation. Now taking a look at the key fob, we have our lock and unlock function, remote start, we've got the tailgate drop down, and then the GMC logo on the back. And popping into the back, you guys can see we've got protection here on the tailgate from the factory. We also have LED lights here, got a full power outlet down below. But yeah, really nice setup here in the back, and the fact that it actually has bed liner. I feel like a lot of trucks don't have bed liner anymore as standard. But anyways, lifting this up, super light, got the GMC badge again blacked out, and then this one has the more baseline taillights, as you can see. Elevation down below, we got bumper steps there on either side. And putting it all together, I think this truck looks really cool, but let me know your thoughts on this Elevation package with the new Thunderstorm Gray. Now taking a look at the door panel here at the top, you guys can see soft touch here and then also down below. Got the wood trim here as well, and then plenty of storage. And then with this package, we do have cloth seats, so that's something to note. And good storage there behind. Also, yeah, good storage underneath as well. Flat loading floor in the front. Legroom here in the back is really good. We also have a little storage pocket. We've got some vents here, USBs, full power outlet on top of that. And got a cup holder, armrest, and then headroom. It's good. Now taking a look at the front door panel again, soft touch here at the wood trim. Let's quick look at the mirror. We've got all of our window controls. The driver window is automatic. Got your mirror adjustments and then more of the nice padding here. And then capability, 1,577 pounds of payload. And then towing is 8,800. And then taking a look at the front seat. Again, you guys can see the design down the center with all of the cloth. Power adjustments here on the side. Got our parking brake right here, and then we got our drive line select. Notice it does have an advanced 4-wheel drive system with 4-wheel auto. Drive mode select with your tow haul mode. Light control right there, and the steering wheel is manually adjustable. Now here's a quick look at the steering wheel, soft touch all around. We got radio controls in the back of the steering wheel, controls for center stack, voice command controls. We got our adaptive cruise control with our heated steering wheel button on the steering wheel. Turn signal, windshield wiper stalk, and then you guys can see column shifter there. It does have plus and minus, so you can shift the gears yourself. And then we got our big digital gauge cluster here, which we can use to see different bits of info on systems within the truck. And then we do have our drive mode, so you got your tow haul mode, which will turn on the diesel exhaust brake. And we have a sport mode and then an off-road mode as well. And then in reverse, we just have a traditional backup camera. You do have a tow mode with the camera as well. Trajectory lights do turn with the steering wheel, for those of you wondering. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, you've got, of course, the auxiliary tab there. Main screen does have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, responds well. Shortcut bar on this side. And then notice some physical buttons here for the screen down below. And then we also have this for our lane departure, your auto stop start, tailgate drop down, hazard lights, stability control, hill descent control, and then like the wood trim that goes across. We've got our dual zone climate controls, heated seats as well, some USBs there on the side, and then nice soft touch all over the dash, and then with the double glove box there, nice padding on all of that. We also have the bench seat, so we've got storage here on the top, turns into a seat if you want it to be a seat, and then there is more storage down below. And then taking a look at the window sticker 2024 Elevation. Base MSRP is 56. After all options on this one, 64,310. And try not to walk into other cars. Let's see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both of the mirrors, throughout the rest of the rear. And let us set off in this GMC Sierra Elevation with the Duramax. I think this is cool that you can get the Duramax package in a more reasonably priced truck. I understand a lot of, I already can see the comments. People can be like, this is not affordable. $60,000 something is not affordable. Okay, I get it. But it's more affordable than, you know, the $70,000 plus trucks that I usually review that have this engine, right? I think this is the first truck that I've reviewed with this engine in a while that's under $70,000. So it's more affordable is what we will call it. But let's first see the acceleration with this. It moves. I love the Duramax. I just drove the 6.2 V8 before this, and I can tell you, like, yeah, that's got more horsepower and it's got kind of more like an instant punch, but this is so good that I don't care about the V8. I don't care about it. I don't need a V8. Nobody needs a V8. I know I'm kind of being dramatic, but like, yeah, I don't know. This is such a good engine. It is seriously such a good engine. And this truck drives well. I just drove, so the truck that I drove with the 6.2 V8 was an AT4. But this is comfortable. Yeah, and it's just, the diesel has so much torque that you just barely get into it and it just moves. It's so nice. It's such a, yeah, it really is such a pleasant driving experience. Look, it's Chevy's version of Thunderstorm Gray. That looks like that's a Trail Boss with the 6.2 V8. It's a pretty cool package going on there. But yeah, I guess that we'll get into summing things up here with this truck. Gosh, the torque is so good. So I love the exterior. I think the exterior looks fantastic, and the interior makes sense. It's interesting that they have like these very nice soft touch points all throughout, but then we've got cloth seats. It's a very interesting mix. But this is basically the GMC you get if you want the GMC style, and you want kind of like the interior layout with the GMC. It's a little bit different than Chevy's. Not an insane difference, but it is a little bit different. And you want something that's a little bit more affordable. It's not $70,000 plus, because like every other GMC truck is, you know, $70,000, $80,000 plus depending on the package you get. So yeah, this is the more affordable GMC. The more affordable, I think GMC calls their trucks business class or whatever. So let me know what you guys think about the Elevation. Let me know what you guys think about the Duramax. But I think that this, out of all the trucks I reviewed this year, I think this one might be my favorite. And it's just because it has some level of off-road capability. Like, this is a perfect, quote-unquote, like, daily driver work truck, because if you live in a rural area, this already has all-terrain tires, and it has the G80 locker. So, like, if you get in snowy conditions, you know, maybe a little bit of muddy conditions, like, it's going to be able to do a lot. It's got an advanced four-wheel drive system. It's also going to help out as well. So it's got all of that going for it. And then on top of that, it's got the diesel, so you'll be able to get a ton of fuel range out of it. And it's got some nice creature comforts. Again, dual zone climate, heated seats. So yeah, I like how this is packaged. It looks cool. That's the other thing, is it looks really good. Like, it's not, it doesn't look like a work truck. It looks like a fun, sporty truck. So it has a desirable exterior. So let me know your thoughts on the Elevation. But I think that in terms of pickup trucks that I reviewed this year, it's probably, you know, more of the sweet spot. And it's not like this is priced way higher than Ford or Ram or the other automakers. Like Ford wants $66,000 plus for an XLT. Ram wants same thing for a Bighorn with similar equipment to this. And so compared to the competition, it's right there price wise, but I think that it offers more from a value perspective because of how it looks and because of the diesel. That's the big thing.